Yo, guys, I'm ready for today's show. But before then, bro, the sock game is crazy, bro. We're killing it, bro. We just sold out, bro.
Yes, the stock market. I'm in there. I'm invested. I have a bunch of money poured in. I'm ready.
I'm all in on AMC. All my savings.
Bro, AMC. What are y'all talking about, bro?
You said the stock market. I'm on GameStop. I'm to the moon, baby.
That's where we're investing. Robinhood?
Bro, I said socks. The freaking sock market. Get the dad socks, bro. Dad by dad, bro. Go get the socks, bro. What are we talking about? Socks.
Socks or stocks?
Stocks.
Socks, you freaking guys.
Stocks?
Yep. You can count on me. Count on me. Count on me. Count it up.
That's a full size. That's a full size. She want every color. That's a full size.
Hello to every single member of the FS Army watching across the world. Of course, I'm your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm Matt Welty.
Trinidad James and this bitch.
And we have with us today Andy Milonakis. He is a rapper, a comedian, and a guy who once proclaimed his sneakers cost more than your dick. Andy, we're so happy to have you here.
Did I say that? Was that one of my lines?
You did. You said
I hope you did, because he's coming in hot this season.
that your sneakers cost more than, your other people's dick, unless their dick costs $175 because you were done paying $175 for sneakers.
Damn, that sounds like a little Dicky line.
It was rather dicky. We're going to talk about all that. The first thing we want to talk about, though, the sneakers everyone has on feet. So, Welty, what are you wearing?
Switching it up today. Wearing the Ararat Yeezy Foam Runners. Are they a sneaker?
I'd say you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself turn into the goddamn villain. Well, too. I wore a shoe that I know nobody's ever thinking about right now. I went Sprite LeBron 8 with the dad socks. You know how I'm coming.
I respect it. Andy, what do you got on feet?
I got some socks.
Put on some shoes, Andy. What the hell? It's a shoe show.
I'm in my own fucking apartment, all right? Some people just wear, their socks.
Comfort. He's comfortable.
But how about
Shit,
this?
man.
I got some SBs that I'm not gonna fucking wear. So I'll show you the ones that I'm actually gonna start wearing.
Incredible.
For December, I had to rock the ugly Christmas sweaters.
Regular Christmas. Nice.
You know what I mean? Just look at those cute little snowmen. It's not Christmas anymore. I hate that people are so weird about wearing colors. You know what I mean? Like, these.
Oh, look at him.
Early flex.
So these are a very rare pair for me because I love them so much that I got two pair. One are going to be shelved and one are going to be worn. So the only reason why I don't rock them yet is because, like, look, when I start rocking sneakers and they get a little dirty, they get a little dirty, so what? But I'm not going to blatantly wear them in, like, snowy-ass fucking New York when I know they're just going to get, like, completely ruined, so.
Andy, what's your most regrettable sneaker purchase of all time? Something you bought that really sucked.
I got actually two. One, I'll say, even though you didn't ask me, I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you a pair that I regret not buying and a pair that I'll regret buying. I regret not buying the skunks when I could have bought them for $400. The ones that I regretted buying, because Flight Club didn't show me both pictures, I didn't even know. What is it called? Reverse Celtic? It has like pink.
Yeah, the recent
like,
SB pair.
Yeah, it's like green and white and then a little bit of pink. I understand they're trying to do something funky, but I just wasn't feeling them. And like, even before I got them, I tried to cancel the order and they wouldn't let me cancel it. I was like...
Did you call up and ask to talk to the manager or anything?
I didn't Karen out on them. But like, yeah, I don't really like those.
I'm wearing Reeboks again today. I have the black Mamba, Kobe Bryant pair, purple and gold, rest in peace, etc., etc. Guys, let's talk sneaker news. The first piece of sneaker news we want to discuss is a new Hot Ones Reebok collection. There are two pairs coming very, very soon. Of course, we're going to support those no matter what. There's the CL Legacy, which I actually have here. Milky white, and then that fiery red Reebok question. Andy, are you a Reebok guy at all? I've never seen you in Reeboks.
Back in the day, old school Reebok pumps were my jam. I fucked with those heavy, especially when it was like kind of like on the newer tip. Before you know, there was like kind of like gimmicky shit. You're just like, oh, dude, this is so fucking cool.
Were you pumping them all the way up? Like how pumped are we getting?
Did you know the original version of Pump It Up was about masturbation?
Really?
Bro, that was like penis
getting a pump.
Oh my!
I was like penis pumping them shits. You know what I mean? I don't even know what that means.
I know. No, I know what you mean.
You and Sean are boys too, eating sushi together. So he's got to send you a pair, right?
Dude, hell yeah, man. And it was so fun because I basically, not that I have enough clout to get on the new hot ones, but like I was offered hot ones a long time ago and I turned it down because I'm like, I could eat like medium spicy, like habanero level heat, but like I felt like if I ate ghost peppers and shit, I'm like, I'll probably call 911, man. I've had anxiety before eating like hot shit where I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, have these hot ones Reeboks too. They're great. But next bit of sneaker news, there's a new Tom Sachs Nike Mars Yard 2.5. They are being wear tested by people who won a contest on the internet to submit themselves as one to be chosen. They have to do crazy shit in the shoes. Andy, are you feeling these? And what would you do in them to wear test them?
Not particularly. Like, I understand that, you know, everybody has different tastes. I like a lot of like funky ass, like weird SBs. It doesn't mean I only like SBs. I collect a few Jordans here and there. I fuck with like some Adidas, like NMDs and shit like that. But those like don't really stand out to me as something that I'm like, oh, I want to get those, you know? I'll gladly accept a free pair and be like, thanks, and then maybe I'll give them to my dog.
I mean, the thing with this shoe is you have to beg on the internet to get a pair, and then once Nike gives you a pair, you don't even get to keep them, and you have to wear test them for them. I'm not that into it. If I'm taking a rocket ship to Mars, I'm doing it off the back of AMC, so this one isn't for me.
Yeah.
Woo!
I agree.
Young Robin Hood in the building. So, Andy, you know, we want to know more about you when it comes to, you know, what is your earliest sneaker memory?
I gotta say, like, some budget-ass fucking Velcro, like, cheap shit.
Like Payless?
Kind of like Payless. There was an old retail store called Caldor back in the day. It's kind of like, it was like even worse than Target. And I think the sneakers were called Calpros. Calpro. I didn't have that much money back in the day. Not obviously when I was a kid. I mean, my parents didn't have like a ton of money. I did eventually get Reebok pumps. I think I remember even back in the 90s or like just a long ass time ago, they were like $180 even back then.
Didn't you have a crack dealer who used to buy you shoes? That was friends with your friend?
Yes, he did buy us sneakers maybe once in a while, but my boldest memory from the crack dealer was he would buy us Nintendo games. And like Nintendo games,
that was more important than the sneakers?
Yeah, back in the day, Nintendo games, even in like the early 90s, mid 80s, think about inflation, but they were still like $50, $60 back then. That's fucking expensive. So he would use my friend's apartment to like cook crack and shit and slang crack. He would take us to Brooklyn, to Flatbush and buy us like weed, and he'd buy us Nintendo games, and he'd take us out for Chinese food and stuff like that.
And sometimes you would get sneakers. Was he getting you the Caldor sneakers, or was he getting you good sneakers, or you don't really remember?
The sneakers I have less of a memory about because I like to retell these stories as close to the truth as possible. The sneakers might have happened one time, but I remember boldly like Street Fighter 2 for Super Nintendo, I think.
Yeah, an important moment.
The real important moment was when the lights went out, and we all lived in the same complex, right? When the lights went out, I was like, all right, I guess it's time to go home and see if the lights are out at my place. So I went home, and then the next day I went to my boy's house, and he had no front door. They just ransacked the fucking door and raided it. Like the FBI.
Damn.
There was a sting operation. They were probably ready to fucking come in guns blazing. And then they see this little fat white boy with his fucking Caldor fucking Velcro sneakers walk out and be like, all right, he's leaving, all right? So we gotta wait for a second. Then they ran in. They cut mattresses open. They ransacked the whole apartment. And then, you know, everybody got either locked up or probation. Good times. Shout out to Muso Drive in Mount Kisco.
Andy, I want to know, when you started getting your MTV money, all of a sudden you're super famous. Were you spending some of that on sneakers? Is that when you kind of got into it?
Yes, but not SBs. When I first started getting MTV money, I was working in New York. We shot in New York. And that's when I found Bathing Ape. And that was before Bathing Ape was like, kind of like, you know, I still fuck with Bape because it was like my first brand that I spent money on. So once in a while, I'll still buy like some hoodies and shit. But it was, I wasn't even interested in the clothes back then. It was all about the sneakers. You know,
packaging.
Yeah, the packaging. And even when they had the Marvel series, they put them in bubble packaging like it was a character.
Fire.
Like,
that shit was fire.
That was fire. So like, when I had days off from shooting and I was getting those checks, I would go to the Bape store, which at the time, the only Bape store in America was in New York City. So I'd go to the Bape store and it would be like fucking Willy Wonka. I would be like, oh shit, they got some new ones.
Did they know who you were? Were they hooking you up at all?
I never got hooked up at the Bape store. I have got hooked up with sneakers before. Shout out to Riff LA. They gave me a pair of Dr. Feelgood samples, which are super fucking rare. This is one of my favorite sneaker memories, because when I was really fiending for Bapes, Fred Siegel carried Bape for a while, right? And I called them to see if they had my size, because I wanted to dip through and like get some. I found out that Nike was putting pressure on Fred Siegel, saying like, yo, you want to sell a fucking Bathing Ape in your store? Like, we're going to stop fucking with you.
For fucking us.
So Fred Siegel got rid of all their Bapes, and they had them in the back. They didn't even have them on display.
Shit.
I wear like 9.5. Sometimes I could wear like a 9 depending on the sneaker. So I'm like pretty much in the sample size area, right? And I remember they brought them out. They're like, all right, we're going to bring you everything we have. And they brought out like fucking 6 pair. And like 4 of them were in my size. And I bought like 4 pair.
When did you get into SBs? Because I know you're huge into SBs.
Maybe like 15 years ago.
What were the first pairs you were getting? Do you remember when you bought them and where you got them?
I guess it's time to floss a little bit because I just re-got them.
It's time to do it, Andy.
It's just time to do
Big
it.
box, let's go.
You know what I mean? Like,
Hey.
Now you said you re-got them, so you had them back in the day?
yeah. So the Tiffany lows are like one of my favorite SBs of all time. You know, I did look at some videos to make sure they weren't fake. I was looking at
We're
the
pretty
stitching.
sure they're not fake?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
How do
they're
they
not.
smell?
And like,
Describe the smell, because that's important.
it smells like a
Oh,
good
boy.
medium rare pork chop with raspberry reduction.
I was worried you were going to say something else.
Raspberry reduction.
Yeah, no, that's
Jesus.
correct. That's correct.
One thing I saw in a video that was actually really helpful was this small area right here, right where the laces are. That has to be like the Tiffany blue also.
Does the production date touch the barcode on the tag on the inside?
It does. I saw that was one of the things too.
He's checking all the boxes. You're not going to easy bust to him. Come on, man.
No. Like I want to know. I would want to know if they're fake. Like
Right.
Because then you'd have to
Right.
kill somebody.
So Andy, check me out. I mean, you got the Tiffany's in hand. Shout out to Nick Diamond, first of all, OG. Coming to LA and you living in LA, Fairfax had to mean something to you. You know, Supreme and Diamond Supply. I think Crooks and Castles from back in the day. All those shops. Like, who were you shopping with? What were you messing with?
I definitely bought a bunch of sneakers on Fairfax. And I remember the change Fairfax went through because it went from just a couple cool stores and Cantor's Deli to like the hot spot. I feel like it was still like a decade ago, like the Odd Future era. Before Odd Future blew up, Fairfax, I feel like, was a little bit different of a place, right? Back then, before there was a line at Supreme, I really liked it, and I'm not saying I don't like it just because of the popularity. Sometimes fan bases of certain shit kind of throws you off from liking a brand, and that to me happened with Supreme. And that's why I don't really like Supreme anymore. To me, I'll never like a shirt that just has a logo. The reason why I like Bathing Ape is because it's so fucking crazy. Like, all the colored camo is so dope. The reason why I like SBs, they're so unique, and like all the different weird styles they have are so fucking cool. This jacket I bought for a fucking music video, it's like blue and velvety and looks cool. Like, I don't ever want a brand because it has the fucking name of the brand in a fucking white tee. That's not interesting to me.
Andy, it seems like you've kind of gone into sneakers and come back out of them. You know, you talk about rebuying stuff. Like, how big is your collection? Do you have a lot of stuff?
My collection is not big at all because I never saved sneakers. No matter how dope they were, wearing them until they were ready to fucking throw out. I gotta show you my first pair that reignited my love for collecting.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
You got strawberry coughs.
Yeah, strawberry coughs. I got them in a nice glass box. I put some plastic strawberries in there just to make it extra cute.
just to dress it up. I believe that shoe is canceled and not coming out. So that kind of pulled you back into it?
That pulled me back into it. And I was like, you know what? These are dope. I got them as a Christmas present. Shout out Giovanna. That was like the pair where I was like, these are too expensive and they're too nice to wear. Let me start buying some sneakers and start an actual collection. So I just started going crazy. And like the last like week, I've been going absolutely fucking
So this is just in the last month that you really got back into it.
Yeah.
And it all led up to this moment.
These babies, these are fucking phenomenal SBs. Like, they're so fucking wacky. You know what I mean? Like,
How do they smell?
Oh my god.
they smell like a little bit
is for
rubbery
me.
and leathery.
Smell like fish food.
Like fish food, yeah.
And is it safe to say that, like, you know, the strawberry cobs, you said that brought you back, right? Mm-hmm. I think that what kind of really kept you into, like, Arm in the Bodies is, like, I think that, like, Nike SB had a little wave for, like, the last 7 to 8 months where it's, like, shoes have been coming out. They're like, these are dope. Like, the story is dope. The colors are dope. The materials are dope.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true, because even when I'm not collecting or buying sneakers, I'm still always looking at the site.
Paying attention.
And seeing,
Yeah,
like,
of
what's
course,
up,
of course,
what's
right?
up. And it kind of kills me to see some of the old ones that I could have caught for so, like, low price now
It's
be,
painful.
like, fucking $5. You know what I mean? Like,
How about you, Travis Scott?
it's kind of like I can't buy some of the old ones I want to now because I can't let myself spend thousands of dollars on something I could have bought for hundreds of dollars. I'm like,
Something
all right,
you know
let's
should be a
just like
$400
those-
shoe.
The Skunks is definitely one of those
Skunks,
shoes.
I missed out, man. I remember I could have gotten them for a few hundred, and then I think it was like 4 something, and I was like, nah, I'm not paying
420.
Yeah, something like that. And I was like,
Hey.
my mentality back then was like, since I wasn't saving any, it was so hard for me to justify spending any more than a few hundred, because I'm gonna wear them out in a few
And
months.
blow
They're
'em
gonna
out,
be dirty
yep.
as hell, and then I'm gonna move on to the next thing. But you know what I want now? The fucking reverse Skunks. Those purple motherfuckers.
Oh,
Those are
yeah,
some of
yeah,
the
that's
best.
a tough
I,
one
still,
to get,
I haven't
Andy.
got a
That's
chance to
like-
wear mine yet.
They're selling those for like a couple grand. That may be
Those
like
are
5K
like
or
five.
something.
Those are
Like
like
five,
five.
man. Those are $5.
It's a limited
those are five.
420 run. They're actually numbered. They
Yeah.
have a big
You got-
fucking number.
You gotta get this. You gotta get the 69 out of 420 pair.
Yeah, exactly.
You talk a lot of you talk a lot about buying expensive shoes, but have you ever resold sneakers?
No. But I would, like, if I bought, like, since I'm starting to collect now, if I buy, like, there are so many that I have now that I've been showing off. There's only one other pair I want to show you guys, but there's so many pair that I'm buying now that are so dope to me that I just don't think I'd want to sell. If I start buying things where I'm like, all right, I could tell this is going to be a big sneaker in the future. Right now it's a few $100s. I could see this going to, like, you know, a few grand easy. Then maybe I'll start buying them and selling them eventually. But right now, what I'm collecting is shit that I, like, really love. Like, that I don't plan on selling, you know?
All right. You talked about the Dr. Feelgood samples and getting that rare shoe. I mean, obviously Riff gave you that sneaker, but have you gone on crazy quests to get rare shit?
Yeah, I mean, look, the internet is a crazy place, and sometimes when you log onto a website, it's like taxing hitting that button, you know? Sorry. I haven't, except for the old school Bape shit. Like I told you, when I was buying Bapes, the only Bape store in America was, the only official one was in New York City. So I used to go to like a bunch of stores to like find them. There's like some stores that resold them and
What you know about?
Hey, what you know about? What?
But for SBs, like, I've never done the raffles. I've never waited in lines and stuff like that. Shout out to the people who go crazy to get their sneakers, but I'm just a bitch about it. I'm like, you know what? I'd rather spend a few $100 extra than, you know, make myself crazy to get them.
I respect that. You know, you talk about Bape in New York, Andy, but also you know it's Bape in Japan. Also, have you ever went Japan sneaker hunting or sneaker hunting in Japan? Should I say?
I'm trying to think if I bought sneakers in Japan. I've been to Bape in Japan a lot because Japan is one of my favorite countries to visit. And I do a lot of
Correct.
outdoor streaming. I do like travel streaming. I was streaming one day and I was like, oh, let's go to Bape. Maybe I'll get a cool hoodie or something. There was like a really long line. And then I'm like, I found myself waiting and I was there for 2 hours.
You can't skip the line?
And yeah, and I was like, I realized like, oh, there's some fucking new drop. That's why there's this wait. And I got in there and I didn't even buy anything in the new drop. I just bought like a hoodie that was already there, you know.
Do you still have all your old Bapes from back in the day?
No, I don't, unfortunately. That would be cool. But...
Is that the kind of stuff that you wish you still had? Like, is there anything that you really cooked over the years that you wish you had a clean pair now?
Only the SBs. Like, to me, like, the old Bapes that I used to rock, like, yeah, they would be cool to have. But, like, thinking about all the SBs that I went through, like, that would be dope on a shelf right now would be cool.
In the packaging still, the toy packaging.
Oh yeah, that would be cool if I had those in the package, the Marvel Bapes.
Woo!
And I remember specifically, I would go every week because they came out with 2 characters a week, I think. But I think I got the Incredible Hulks. But yeah, those were fire back in the day.
Andy, one sneaker that you do have that's worth quite a bit of money is a sneaker that the internet claims that I got the release canceled. May or may not be true. It's the 7-Eleven.
How does he bring this up every goddamn season?
Stories again.
Hey, look at him.
These
You got the
babies right
7-Eleven
here,
dunks.
I was so fucking shocked when I saw these. I was like, dude, I don't care how much these cost, I'm getting them. I just love 7-Eleven in Japan. It's like such a fucking
It's the
funny
best place.
If this was just like 7-Eleven and it only existed in America, I wouldn't even buy these. But like, people will say it's like Weeby, but like Weeby is more about like anime and shit. I'm just like, dude, 7-Eleven in Japan is such a fucking cool place. If I get to go to Japan before the summer, if I get my vaccination and they open up the country before the summer, I might just have to say fuck the potential value that these can accrue over time. Fuck all that shit. I might just have to rock them, dude. I was thinking about going all over Japan to different 7-Elevens and get all the workers at 7-Eleven, the Japanese workers at 7-Eleven, to sign like in Sharpie all over one of the sneakers.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I need you to drink a Slurpee out of it.
They don't even have Slurpees in 7-Eleven Japan.
Pour some milk tea in there then.
Yeah, exactly.
Where did you get the shoes?
I bought these on Goat.
What does that one smell like, Andy?
I don't know. It kind of smells like nothing. I know it's probably not real leather.
By the way, Andy, every single week here on the show, we punish someone in the worst take section for something terrible they did or said last week, as decided by the YouTube commenters. We make them switch out their shoes for something awful. This week it is me for thanking Trinidad and Conceited for fucking me. I want to thank both you guys for fucking us back when we weren't shit.
No, I mean, I think you made it say fucking with us.
I did skip a word and it was a mistake. So I have to take my shoes off and put on these instead. This is a fake pair of Yeezys.
Yeah.
Wow.
This looks like I'm about to like parachute into a South American country and like help out with a military coup.
Company?
Me and my friend Jake made a meme out of fake Yeezys because we were in China and we went specifically to this underground spot where they have fake everything, and it was so cool.
Right.
And I got the fake Yeezys. They're like the lemons. Are they called lemons? They're the ones that are
semi-frozen yellow, maybe.
Maybe they're kind of like
The
brightish
McChickens?
yellow. I gotta say, for fake Yeezys, they are so fucking comfortable. I was like surprised. I was like, holy shit.
Do you still have
dude.
them? Like, you don't mind wearing the fake Yeezys?
I don't wear them out. No, I don't.
Andy?
I wouldn't be opposed to wearing them out, but I don't think they had my size. I think they're a little bit too big, but they were so fucking comfortable.
You didn't wear the fake Yeezys to hang out with Chief Keef?
The Chief Keef shit happened before the Yeezys happened.
Andy, we also do a segment on the show called Drip, Flip, or Skip.
All right.
And drip meaning that it looks good. Flip meaning that it, you're cool on it, you resell it. And skip meaning that you don't fuck with it at all. So the first shoe, bam, the shoe that you already got, the Nike Dunk High Ambush Cosmic Fuchsia, and I guess I gotta ask,
Triple up?
pull them back out. Andy, is this a drip? Is this a flip? Is this a skip?
This is a drip, and all I gotta say is, if you're a fucking dude and you won't wear these because they're pink, you're a fucking pussy.
Woo! There it is, coming in hot.
It's such a good color.
It's a wild shoe.
Good fuchsia.
I liked this shoe quite a bit when I saw it last year at the Nike Forum event, and I'm glad to see women designing big shoes like this, but it's just not for me. It looks like a Majin Buu PE. I like it okay, but it's not for me. I'm gonna skip it.
I was going to skip it and, let someone else get it, but being that Andy wants the shoes, if I get a pair, I'm going to flip it and sell it to him.
Okay. All right. How much?
How much?
Lord, young StockX over here.
Under asking price or over?
Stock prices.
You're gonna custy me? You're gonna fucking custy me?
Might be a good price.
Boom. This is a big drip for me. If I had the black pair that came out, the first pairs. Not very often a guest comes on and they flex on me with a shoe that I really want. So shout out to Andy for that. Moving forward, we have the Air Force One Experimental Racer Pinks. Brendan, bars.
I mean, this looks like Majin blew himself all over the shoe. And despite the fact that it looks like it's covered in alien semen, I'm still down with this. So I'm going to call it a drip.
Wow. Alien.
I don't know how you could like that one better than the fucking dunks.
I like the slimy nature of it,
He likes semen.
Okay. I'm on the verge of like drip or flip. Like it's not like the style or the shape I like, but I like obviously bold, crazy colors, especially just with jeans. I think crazy ass sneakers with jeans just always look dope to me. So I'll give it a drip. It's not like first on my list to buy, but I think it's it's drippy. Drippy long stocking.
Drippy long stockings. Bars.
Nike's doing some completely terrible things with the Air Force One lately, and I wish that they would stop. Andy, you had Fat Joe on your show. He's like the biggest Air Force One collector of all time. Did he put you on the sneakers at all?
No, he didn't, but we played Battleship
I know he ripped
together.
you in half. Yeah, he ripped you in half after you beat him in Battleship.
When we were shooting my show, I remember I was like singing him my theme song because the show wasn't even out yet. It was season 1. He was really fucking nice to work with, though. He was like a really nice dude and, obviously a legend.
The best.
It's a skip.
Okay. It's a drip for me. That's crazy. Like 2 pink shoes or whatever. I still got to wear my Balvins. That's pink. I got these pink Chanels. I got a lot of pink shoes this year. I don't know if pink is
Chanel vintage.
definitely not alien semen in my eyes, but Brendan, it's okay.
There's none in your eyes?
Nah, not right now.
Glasses.
That's where the glasses. Moving forward in the shoes, gentlemen. We have the Arizona Iced Tea times Adidas Superstar. Welty, talk to me.
They did a Arizona release like a year ago. It was 99 cents, and there was a riot in New York City. But if I can buy these shoes for 99 cents, I'm going to flip them because that's immense profit.
You know what? I think the only way this shoe is cool is if they give some pairs to that guy who cracked the racist dude in the gas station over there with the can of iced tea.
That was tight.
If they get him involved in the promo rollout, then I'm with it.
I wish there was a category for like shelving because it doesn't rhyme with drip, flip, or skip. But like, there's some sneakers that I'd like to have on a shelf, but I don't want to wear. You know what I mean? So
just maybe you flip them later on down the line.
Maybe I'll call it a flip because I do appreciate. There's so many, like when you walk into a regular ass sneaker store and they don't have anything rare, they just have all the like boring ass sports looking sneakers, and you're just kind of like, this is like walking into a library for me. This is boring as fuck.
Right. This is skip. But I mean, hey, keep shooting your shot. Adidas, keep shooting your shot. So, Andy, we also do outfits on this segment. And the best outfits to do are fucking Andy Milonakis outfits. Outfit number 1. Bam! Bape Andy. Talk to me. Is he asking for your phone number?
Who is that? I can't even see.
That's Howie Mandel.
Oh, Howie Mandel. I met him. I was on his stream, too. He's a really fucking nice guy, and I'm, like, friends with his son. We don't hang out all the time, but I'm, like, friends with his son, too.
Babes?
I know I'm rocking one of my favorite shirts because I'm a huge reggae fan. That's Haile Selassie.
So, I must ask, Andy, is it a drip, flip, or skip, sir?
Yeah, looking back, like, they're not the best. I would maybe skip those.
Andy?
I want to drip it because it's Bape Andy, but if Andy says skip, I'm listening to the man to skip.
Okay.
No, it's the drip. I like to see him banging on his chest.
That ape shit, dude, man. That shit was funny back
Andy,
in the day.
did you ever go to any like Illuminati sex parties with Howie Mandel?
No, but I did meet the, what's the guy's name who goes banging on my chest?
YM Bape.
Yeah, I met him once, and he didn't beat my ass. I think maybe I was wearing Bape, luckily.
There we go.
Is that why you don't wear Supreme?
Yeah, I just don't want to get fucked up by that guy.
Fuck Supreme banging on my chest.
I love that t-shirt, but this is a skip for me. I'm out. Moving forward, we have Andy and the Huff Trainers.
Gold Digger SB Trainer 1. I feel like you wore them for a Mass Appeal shoot in like 2006.
Really? I was at a Godfather game release party, I guess. I used to go to all that Hollywood shit. I don't know why, but it just I just went with the flow, I guess.
When you were showing up to red carpets, was it important for an SB to be on your feet?
No, I didn't really care. I just went on the red carpet and I just said edgy shit about Hollywood, like, fuck Lindsay Lohan. Like, I remember the best thing I did was, I almost forgot, but I went to dinner before the club. I asked the guy at the dinner, I was like, yo, can you guys bring me some fucking flour in a little container? And they're like, what the fuck?
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, please. And then I got fucking absolutely fucking wasted at this club. and I almost forgot. But when I walked out, I was hammered. I walked out, and the paparazzi started putting the camera on me and shit. And I'm like, yo, what's up, motherfuckers? This is my impression of Hollywood. And I put the fucking flour all on my face and started sniffing it, and I just had a fucking face full of white.
This is America, baby.
That was baller.
Wow. Andy, I must ask, is this a drip? Is this a flip? Or is this a goddamn skip?
Skip.
Okay.
I think, like, it's crazy how your style could change, or how you could just be, like, bad with money and just be like, oh, yeah, I'm at the store. Yeah, these are okay. I guess I'll get them. These don't look good to me at all. I don't know what I was thinking.
You know what? I'm not a big fan of the SB Trainer one, although I do like this colorway. Rest in peace to Huff. I guess for that historical reason, I'll call it a drip.
I am a big fan of the SB Trainer one. Andy, you did buy a good shoe back in the day, so...
I did?
Yes. Historically, it's a good choice, so you didn't waste your money. So drip.
Well, I'll let Welty have that one, but that is a big skip for me. I'm out. Last but not least, we have Andy in the De La Highs. Andy, where were you going? A girl's house, the strip club, dinner? Where are you going, man? You look happy as shit.
I don't know where the fuck I was or where I was going. All I know is those sneakers are fucking fire. That's definitely drip.
Andy,
always loved those. For a small period, I actually liked the lows more, the white and yellow pair, but I like the highs more now, so drip.
You know what? I like the shoe, but I think Andy here, I think you tongue fucked him too hard.
I did, yeah.
Still like the shoe, but for that reason, I'm gonna call it a skip.
Now this for me, this is like top 10 Andy fits right here. So this is a drip for me, actually. Shades popping with the tint on it, cardigan vibes per se, maybe jacket vibes, but this is good right here. This is a drip for me.
Andy, before we get out of here, we want to breeze through the comment section to see what people have been saying about us on YouTube, which is always a good time. We have one from Fuzzy Cuff saying Brendan needs a feature on Dad's next album. I feel like I need a feature on Dad's last album, but hopefully we can set it up.
Hey, black filter, baby.
We have one from Rich Prieto saying I'm going to be a millionaire from GME stonks and be successful enough to be on FSR. Yeah, keep those diamond hands strong. We wish you luck. Phil Mateo saying thanks Sneaker Gods for the new season of FSR. Proud FSR meet from the Philippines. Shout out to all our fans out there. Thank you for watching. Andy, thank you for being here. This has been another episode of Full Size Run. I am your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm Matt Welty.
James, baby.
Trinidad James and Rick James, bitch.
Hey, fuck your couch.
Fuck your couch, bitch.
She want every color, that's a full size. Buy a 6 for my kids, bought a 7 for my chick.
Yo, what's up, guys? Dad here. It's 2021. This is season 9. I need you to subscribe. I need you to like. I need you to share. Come on, man. Let's blow it up. We're 100 episodes plus in. What we doing?
Listen, you know who it is, and you know what I need you to do. If you want any Full Size Run merch, just go to the Complex shop. You can buy shirts on there. Stop asking me about it.
Do you want to buy sneakers? Just go on the Soul Collector app. It's the best marketplace on the internet to buy shoes. It's that easy.
That FSR. Woo!